gentlemen, turn your speakers up. It's time for the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast. Turn up the bass. A podcast discussing all things AEW and WWE. Oh yeah! Let's meet the hosts. First, a man hailing from the hub city in Indiana. He goes by @TooSweetKyle on Twitter. The host, Kyle Gagliardi. And your co-host, hailing from the Valley of Lake Tahoe. He goes by @JimTuck89 on Twitter. Jim Tucker. And last but not least, hailing from the cornfield somewhere in Indiana, the full-time part-timer, Ian Extravaganza. Turn up the bass. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram @PodOnTheMark.
Say our name and we appear. I believe in OTM. Welcome in, everyone, to another episode of the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast, hosted by the Marks, for the Marks, and I am your host, Mr. OTM, Kyle Gagliardi, or as you can see on screen right now, Joe Hendry, and I am joined by the Macho Man, Tucky Savage. Tucky, what's going on, my friend?
Oh, yeah!
That was good.
Joe Hendry in the house. Macho Man Randy Savage in the house. Two pro wrestling guys on a pro wrestling podcast. And we are also joined by the full-time, part-timer, full-time trailer park boy, Ricky LaFleur. Ricky, what you doing?
I'll tell you what, the medicine business, as I will say, because down here in Indiana, can't really talk about it. But the medicine business is doing really well. Had a great show. TV show's now canceled. Had a great retirement tour, but living the life still out here in the trailer park. Got a large trailer behind me, and for those that don't know, this is my new place. I am now finally settled in, so I'm back. I know it was a few weeks off, but yeah, we're back. By the way, I'm Ian. I'm not actually Ricky LaFleur.
Oh, yes, wow.
Sorry.
You scared me for a second. Obviously, people know that I don't always have hair, so they can tell it's still Mr. OTM. But I do have to ask you this, Ian. Have you ever ran into Stokely Hathaway? Because I heard that man's been selling weed as well in the back parking lots to kids in school.
Well, he's claimed his territory, that's for sure. He's now in the mall parking lot of the town. Wow. He's claimed it, holds it at hostile ground. So I ain't gonna touch his territory. I'm just sticking to the trailer park.
That's smart. Macho Man, I haven't seen you in a couple decades. What you been up to in heaven, brother?
I just found the soundboard. That's me clapping for Ian. Congrats, buddy. Yeah, I'm not going to be in character for the whole Macho Man thing.
Oh, okay. All
yeah. Right. No, I just want to shoot it down the middle. I am not informed enough about I respect him. The last couple decades have been savage, if you will. Maybe Macho Man returned to his baseball career. Maybe he haven't got fully healed up.
Former Cardinal.
Former Cardinal, former Red, former White Sox.
Oh.
Many corners of the Main Event Wrestling Network in his baseball history. Chicago land, not really a Chicago team, but the Reds, Mr. Cincinnati, St. Louis.
Well, speaking of the Chicagoland area, this is episode 219, which is a very important number for us because we all are born and raised here in the 219 Northwest Indiana. Obviously, these two are no longer in Northwest Indiana, but I'm still holding it down over here. But you mentioned the Main Event Wrestling Network. Mr. Cincinnati is in the house. He's got his White Claw. He's ready to go. The Doc also in the house. He said, let's have a night. It's good to see everybody here on Halloween. Hope you guys had a good holiday. And Kind said the costumes are awesome, guys. Loving Ian, so he does know what your costume is, I think.
There you go.
He could be saying that. We don't actually know that, but I appreciate it, Con. Thank you.
It is a compliment. We'll take it. And, Justin stopping by. What's good, fellas? Justin, appreciate you stopping by to say hello. And Kind said he had no work tonight, so there's nowhere else he'd rather be than hanging out with the OTM GOATs. And we will be talking tonight about WWE Crown Jewel, but it's not just going to be about wrestling tonight. It is Halloween after all, so we're going to spend the back half of this episode tier ranking Halloween candies. We have a list of about 70 candies that we're going to try to go through, see what happens. It might be difficult.
We might need a firecracker out on some of these. 70.
Yeah, there's 70.
We're cruising. We're cruising.
Yeah. And look at that. Kind says he has seen Trailer Park Boys. It's one of his favorite shows. So
man of culture.
Understood. Yeah. So guys, don't forget though, this week and this week only, if you go to the onthemarkwrestlingpodcast.com, you use promo code CROWN this week, you will save 10% off your order. Tucky, what are a few things that they could get on our website right now?
You like crop tops?
Yes.
You like hoodies?
Oh yeah.
You like coffee mugs?
Not a coffee guy, but yeah.
Ass. You like tapestries?
Yes.
Yeah, we got so many different things. You got tank tops, shirts, hoodies, coffee mugs, tapestries, things with our logo on it. But most importantly, items that you can get that benefit us, help us keep the lights on digitally, essentially, our digital footprint on with the podcast hosting and the StreamYard hosting, things like that. Not super expensive, but also a cost, And so I think the ultimate dream is to one day just do this for free.
That's the goal.
And
as long as you guys are showing up every single week, we might get there. But there's also a QR code in the corner there right by Randy Savage in the top right. If you scan that the next time you decide to shop at the WWE shop, maybe you want that WWE title that Tucky is holding right now, all you have to do is scan that QR code, and a little bit of that money will come back to the show. And like Tuck said, everything goes into the production of OTM. It would be greatly appreciated the next time you shop at the WWE shop. Ian, what's going on with the Main Event Wrestling Network? Tell us a little bit about us.
Yeah, Main Event Wrestling Network. We just picked up a brand new. Did you guys make that official yet?
Oh yeah, it's official.
Yeah, so just picked up a brand new podcast. Still, we have the old podcasts are still going. Obviously, we're still going. We still have the Wrestling Junkies still cranking out content like it's nothing.
By old, you mean foundational?
Yeah, I guess you'd say that.
We're the pillars.
Yeah,
well, we've been around the longest. 2019.
And Main Event has established that they're a founding member of the network. One of the OGs, right?
Yeah, for sure. So go check us out at mainevent_net on all the socials. Big things popping. Shout out to the Indie Wrestling Guide for coming along and joining our family here at the Main Event. Let's run to the chat though before we get into Crown Jewel. Kind of funny. Doc said he is munching on some candy right now, and he had cavities filled today at the dentist. So interesting choice, right?
Yeah, no.
Got to take advantage of it. I mean,
I guess
so. Not going to hurt now.
Dirk said he just got done passing out 200 pieces of candy.
Oh my gosh.
Happy Halloween. Now, Dirk, that's a pretty cool name, I think.
Well, anybody named Dirk sounds like a stand-up individual.
What a name, right? Dirk Van Fleet.
What a name.
Love it.
The defending champs
Hey,
here.
200 pieces of candy, though. That's like $100. Candy's not cheap. Good candy, not cheap.
Well, now is the time to get the candy because it's on a discount.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got to munch on it from time to time. Oh, yeah.
Next year, I'm taking Augie on the route, dude.
Oh, first trip.
Fat bag of candy. He'll definitely need it for sure.
He should go as a wrestler. That's just my biased opinion.
Yeah, I'm not opposed.
Ian is Fandango? Question mark.
Kind of close, yeah. I mean, we're close. I mean, you could give me the gabagool. I'm looking a little bit more Italian right now, so whatever you'd like.
Dirk does have a question for you, Tuck. He says, did you have a hangover after last week's show?
I woke up not okay. I'll just say that. No further comment. But I will tell you, Saturday, Bar Crawl, Mikey Wilson, Jake the Snake Roberts, Jim Tucker, Macho Man Randy Savage. We were a hit all night. Had a great time. A guy challenged me. I had my WWE title cooler. And he said, "What are you, Wonder Woman?" And I said, "No, read the belt that says World Heavyweight Champion." He did not care. He just thought that was the funniest joke. And then at about bar 5, I asked him if he had any other jokes. He was embarrassed. Bought me a shot. So I
made up for it.
I got a free $7 shot out of it. We'll take it.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Ian, you got to exchange some drinks with a fellow main event member this week. You got to meet Mr. Cincinnati from the Wrestling Junkies podcast. How was that meeting him for the very first time in person?
It was awesome. I was down Monday for a work trip. They sent me off. They told me actually Sunday night, hey, you're going to Cincinnati tomorrow night for 3 days. So finally sent out a message. I was like, hey, I'm going to finally be able to meet you guys. Chris was not able to make it, sadly, because it was about 9 o'clock, and that was like 3 hours past his
He's a
bedtime.
dad. Yeah.
So it makes sense. Did get to meet Eric for the first time. Went to a bar. Had some of the best wings I have ever had in my life, because he did claim. I asked him, I said, hey, I need a place to go. And he referenced a bar. It was called the Oak Tavern. Fantastic wings. Very good. Just watched some World Series baseball and chatted it up with Eric.
And the Great Brown Hope says, hit him up if you're ever in LA. You know we definitely will, because I don't know the next time we'll be out there. We were out there a couple years ago, me, Tuck, and Ryan Vogus, but hopefully we can get out there again sometime and meet up with the Great Brown Hope. But $7 for a shot is actually kind of common.
Yeah, that's
unfortunately, you know.
Yeah, downtown city-ish a little bit with Reno. Reno is definitely not Chicago, but yeah, dude, that was the special. That was the bar crawl Halloween special shot. It was a taped bottle. It said mystery shot. We did have a $3 mystery shot too, which ended up being like a peach drink, and I hate peach, but yeah.
Oh, you're not a peach guy?
No.
I'm kind of with you.
No.
I like peach.
Not the biggest.
So, like, do you fuck with peach rings?
No.
I love
Watermelon
peach
rings. I don't like peach rings.
I'm not a watermelon guy. All right, hey, we'll talk about more candy later on in the show. But
We're getting fired up.
I know it's a little teaser. I know it's Halloween, guys, but we do have to talk some wrestling. Unfortunately, I know this is a wrestling podcast, but Tuck, I believe you created a predictions contest form for us, correct?
Yep. bit.ly/crownjewel24. Give us your name. Give us social media. A place that we can like track you down as a human. Maybe have a conversation. Acknowledge your existence as champion. It won't happen. I'm winning. But bit.ly/crownjewel24. Get in the predictions contest. Let's see how it goes. Excited for the card.
Who's our champion?
Probably
Oh, it's me, isn't it?
It's me.
No, I thought it was me.
I feel like I
No, I
have the
think it's
title.
me.
I feel like I have the title.
No, it's definitely me. Hold
I
on.
won. I'm the AEW champion.
Yeah, I forgot to put. No, I did my predictions last time.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
I
Zero
didn't.
predictions submitted.
For which show?
Wrestle Dream.
Ian didn't do the AEW prediction show?
No, I was probably packing the night before and I was going to do it, and then I completely forgot about it until I was watching the show. But to be fair, I would have gotten like 4 wrong. So
Can confirm. Yours truly is the OTM PLE champion.
Tucky two.
And I don't like my predictions because I already filled out my form, and I think I'm gonna lose. So that's all I got to say about that.
Confidence at about a 3 hit.
Yeah. Doc said, gotta say, for a show with a lot of meaningless matches, there are some matches I'm really going back and forth on. Yeah, and that was my thought when I looked up and down that card, and it starts sort of with this match right here. So let's get into it, boys. I guess I get to go first. We got Roman Reigns and the recently reunited Usos taking on Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa, the WWE. Oh, no, not anymore. The WWE Tag Team Champions. They lost to the Motor City Machine Guns last week on SmackDown. But this one's interesting, boys. The reason it's interesting to me is because I think we all know what is on the horizon for this feud. The War Games match probably happening next month. To me personally, I think it makes a lot of sense for the heels to get the first win because I'm thinking the OG bloodline with Sami Zayn is probably going to win at War Games. So just going off that thought process, I think I'm going to pick Solo, Tama Tonga, and Tonga Loa in this one, and maybe Jacob Fatu is that X factor. But I am very much looking forward to this match. Tuck, what do you think about it?
I think your pick is a good one, and I'll expand on that in a second. I think the value of this card is in the propulsion of a number of stories, right? I don't know that there's going to be huge title swaps or whatever, or we're going to care about the Crown Jewel Championship, but I think in every direction there's going to be legs further built. We get Raw for 2 hours and SmackDown for 2 hours. Crown Jewel could be used as a big propeller towards Survivor Series, where I do think we'll get this Civil War match we are clamoring for. And I think because Solo, Tama, and Tonga have the numbers advantage with Jacob Fatu on their side, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens are fighting. Cody's got a match. I don't know who comes in unless there's a return. And then we have the Sami Zayn of it all from last week, meeting with Solo and the Usos. So there's some stuff to unpack here. And I also think, how weak do you want to make the bloodline look when they've been established for a while now, and Roman and the Usos are going to be together for about 7 days? I think it makes sense for the heels to win.
Yeah, and it seems like Kyne's got a good comment here, and I think it's a fair take. He said, very upset on how they rushed the Usos reuniting. Could have had so much more cinema and story. It's disappointing how they rushed it for Saudi. And Doc went on to agree with him, Ian. Ian, I know you probably didn't get the chance to see that moment live, but obviously you know what happened. Do you feel like they did rush it specifically just to have this moment here at Crown Jewel?
Yes. I think the short answer is yes. And again, maybe in the back of their mind they thought like maybe they don't want to see this play out as long as it did the first time with the breakup, but at the same time, yes, we do, because that's that cinematic, as we all called it, cinema. It carried a lot through that storyline. So, but back to the match. It's, again, I think going back to what you guys said, you don't want to break down what this new bloodline has become. The biggest thing I see about it is you don't have that Jacob Fatu in the actual match.
Correct.
But again, you could have the outside interference. You could play that card. And since it's a small card, since you guys both picked the new bloodline, I'm going to go with the OG bloodline. I'm going to do a power move here. I have 5% chance it's going to happen, but hey, that could pull me ahead pretty far. So I'm going to go with the old bloodline.
This is what you got to do when you're challenging for the title. And this is a freebie for anybody listening or watching. If you go against me, you have a better chance at winning the title. That's just easy how it works. But Kyne said, personally, I think it ends in a DQ. Don't have anyone specifically win this one. One of the OG bloodline mocking, beating up Solo, and Jacob loses it and jumps in. I think it's a possibility. Yeah, I would agree. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that's when you can start playing that card of Sami Zayn on what his side of the story is. I don't know if they rush Sami Zayn already to make that decision?
No, he hasn't made a decision quite yet.
Yeah, so I don't know if they do that at Crown Jewel.
They could, or like Great Brown Hope's saying, is there any chance we see The Rock make the trip on over to Saudi, Tuck?
Well, my argument for it is that he's on the board of directors, and it's probably a great way to secure more money, bigger contracts down the line. They love their relationship with Saudi. It's been beneficial for Saudi and WWE. I think I think Saudi was kind of the first stepping stone in their international expansion, and so could see it. I don't think it'll happen.
Yeah, I don't think
that's my
it'll
gut.
happen either.
I don't know.
I like what the doc's saying too. In a perfect world, maybe they could have had Jay be the mystery member of War Games, but that also would have been really predictable. Yeah, I would agree with that, Tony. Mr. Cincinnati said, Survivor Series is a month out. Sammy will get a huge pop overseas. Definitely expect him to get involved. Okay, so there's a little hint on where Mr. Cincinnati's head is at for this match. And Justin says they definitely rushed getting the Usos back together, but in the end, it needed to happen. And I think that's a good point from Justin. He said he's going with the new bloodline as well to win. Don't see the need to give the faces the first win. And I think these are all fair points from our chat. So, guys, appreciate you interacting with us. But we're going to move on here to the next match between Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. And I'm actually really excited for this one just because of the story they've been telling recently on SmackDown Tuck. But how do you see this one shaking out?
I don't. This is the coin flip for me. This is one where I could see it going both ways. You have two compelling stories. Randy Orton seemingly doesn't have a long tenure left. Kevin Owens could have a longer career, but I don't know that this is such a matchup that it's going to define either of them. I am going with Kevin Owens because I think there's more of a character turn, and it's more crucial for him to get this win per character, per storyline. And that's why I'm choosing Kevin Owens. Really looking forward to the match, and I wouldn't be surprised if Orton won.
You know who's not looking forward to the match? The Great Brown Hope said yawn piss break match for Randy Orton, who's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. And yeah, Great Brown Hope, it's going to be a no from me, dog, on that take.
Yeah.
Ian, what do we think about this one?
Yeah, Tuck, you said it. This is my I have no idea where it's going to go match. And I think that's a good thing because I think in the end it's going to be a DQ. I think this is that match where they could pull that card and be okay with it because there's a lot more to the story. There's a lot more that Kevin Owens can say in his promo work. I mean, Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, this is a tag team breakup.
Yeah.
You know, these storylines go on for at least a few months, 4 months, 5 months. It could go all the way up to WrestleMania for all I care because it's going to be incredible. I'm going to pick Randy Orton to win this match only because I want him to make that trajectory up to John Cena.
That makes a lot of sense.
We are pretty far away from that as well, so I don't know if that'll be a WrestleMania match between them two. So it's kind of up in the air. I'm surprised. I'm questioning on where Randy Orton's future lies and what WrestleMania lies.
I think Randy Orton's going to get that match against Cody at WrestleMania. I'm buying into the rumors that The Rock's not showing up at Mania. It could just be, them just trying to fake us out a little bit. I'm not buying into it. But Kind says, is it crazy to say another match ending in a DQ? It's just another where I see a possibility of both men just going at it either outside the ring, losing their temper. And the Great Brown Hope seems to agree because he thinks that they're going to make their way out to the parking lot. And I don't think that's far-fetched to think, Ian.
No, this could be. I would really like this if this was the opening match, and throughout the entire card and the entire show, they just keep filming them fighting in the background. That'd be hilarious.
Just getting involved in other people's matches.
Yeah.
They're like ringside, just beating the shit out of them. That'd be good stuff. Seems like Tony's excited for this one. He said it'll be a good match. But Kind says his genuine take is that he thinks Kevin Owens, based off, it'll help develop Randy's turn more, and that's where my head is at in all this. I think eventually Randy is going to lean into that heel side that we all love and then go on and take on Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. A few more comments. Justin said, really intrigued by where this Owens story is going to go. Owens should definitely get the win. Owens losing would downplay what Triple H said during their interaction with Orton on SmackDown. Tuck, that's a really good point there from Justin.
Yeah, I agree. I can't say it better myself.
Yeah. Tony says this could be a match that ends in a no contest. So it seems like a lot of people think that this could be a match that ends in a no contest. And I get that, but for me, it's got to be Kevin Owens for a lot of the reasons that everybody just said. Dirk's right, though. Randy has gotten so big, he walks around like a bodybuilder. Did you guys by chance get to see the Celtic workout with Sheamus and him?
No.
I saw the one clip of his music. I saw that.
What, like he likes Glorilla? And
Yeah,
Sexy
Glorilla
Red?
is his, that's his go-to. That is hilarious.
Tuck, you been listening to Glorilla?
No, I have no idea what that is.
Glorilla. It's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. I think that's that girl. You know that song?
No.
We tried. We tried, guys. Great Brown Hope says Kevin Owens has turned more than the Big Show. Yeah, you're probably right with that one. Well, it's the Big Show.
Okay.
We're just turning this into a sing-along, I guess. But Tony said Orton versus Cody would be great. But personally, give me Orton, Cena, WrestleMania one more time. I think that could end Cena's career. I think that should be the last match of 2025.
You
Randy
could do
versus
career versus career match?
or John's got the title and Randy's going to tie John Cena or vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Randy with the belt wins it from Cody, and then John's trying to break the record. Whoa.
Title versus career.
I tell you what, that would put some butts in seats. But let's move on here. We got women's tag team action. Jade and Bianca have to take on 3 teams: Lash Legend, Jakara Jackson, Chelsea and Piper, and then Damage Control, which will be Io Sky and Kairi Sane. Ian, what do you got for this one?
I'm kind of glad I got this one to start off with because I don't think there's a lot to talk about with this. I think it's just going to be a Jade and Bianca retain. I'll play devil's advocate here and go with a team. I'm not going to predict that the team will win it.
Don't steal my take.
And take off the titles. Well, I think if there was any team to take those titles, it would be Chelsea and Piper because I think Chelsea has earned that spot in getting those tag titles for the team. And I think they're entertaining enough to carry some type of title reign. But in the end, I think it's going to be Jade and Bianca.
And yeah, please next time you say her name, say it's Chelsea Green.
Just saying it for you.
R.I.P. Samantha Irvin. She's not actually dead, by the way. Just good luck to her in her future endeavor. Yeah, don't worry. But I'm glad you didn't steal my take, Ian, because I'm actually going to go with an upset here, and this is why I was worried about my predictions. I think this is a perfect opportunity to get those women's tag team titles back to NXT. NXT's women's division is red hot right now. You saw the 5-on-5 stare down on NXT. Jordan Grace seems to be in NXT now. I don't know for sure if she's under contract. Haven't heard those details, but I think that is happening soon. They have enough talent down there in NXT where they can have those titles hang out, and then Jade and Bianca can finally start that dissension, and then we can get to their match at WrestleMania next year. And don't be surprised, because the last time there was a multi-woman tag team match, international PLE, Jade and Bianca lost. I think it could happen again. It's an upset, but I'm going with Lash Legend and Shakara Jackson to become the new WWE Women's Champions. Tucky?
I agree with you.
Really?
Yes, and I think there's a number of other points there are still yet to make. Lash and Jakara in this four-way setup are the outlier. They're the ones where they don't pick the one that doesn't fit. And so you get the titles down to NXT. You can invite some of the main roster talent down to NXT as well for some star power pop. The NXT women's division is overpowered at this point and on a hot streak. And Lash and Jakara have been given a presence on TV weekly, both shows all over the place. And so I think it makes sense. I don't want Chelsea Green to win the tag titles. I want her to win her own title, and it will make sense at some point. I don't think the tag titles do anything for her except hold her back.
She's already been a two-time champion too with Piper, hasn't she?
Yeah, I know they've held them before.
They've had their
and I don't think WrestleMania will be the first match between Jade and Bianca. I think that will be the final chapter.
Trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That would be money. Jade versus Bianca. That's gonna put butts in seats for sure. And yeah, Great Brown Hope saying Lash and Jakara pretty much getting the call up. They've been on 8 out of the last 9 live events or live WWE episodes. And I think that a lot of that is just for them to get that exposure. So when they do get those tag team titles, people know about them and on the main roster and in NXT. And then they can, they have such a deep division, like I said. But Chelsea has done such an amazing job with her role she's in. Her and Piper should get a run with the titles here. Listen, I don't disagree with what everybody's saying about Chelsea Green. I'm a huge Chelsea Green fan, but for reasons we just said, Ian, if they've already won the titles 2 times, what is a third title reign really going to do? And I know you picked Chelsea and Piper, but I just don't see it.
I didn't pick Chelsea and Piper. I picked Jade and Bianca. I said it's going to be retained. I just said I think the one team that could win it. My issue with the I think my issue with the Lash and Jakara thing is main roster kind of. That's like you said. It would have to be those titles have to go to NXT, and because NXT fans are going to absolutely love that decision of the new titles going to Lash and Jakara, but like solely main roster fans that don't want to watch NXT, which I'm sure is a good percentage of people, it's like, okay, cool. I don't know where they're going, and the titles might disappear, which is probably their plan because it's going to force them to go over to NXT.
Great Brown Hope said Shayna's the only 3-time women's tag champ. Chelsea and Piper getting a third reign puts them in elite category. That it would.
Fair point.
Sarcasm.
Elite, yeah. I know he's a big Shayna guy. That's why he's saying we like
I like
Shayna,
Shayna.
right?
I love Shayna.
Not an anti-Shayna podcast.
Right. Pro Shayna Baszler podcast. I love the TikTok she does every Monday. She makes a freaking stew. That's it. She just puts rice in a bowl and has a random stew and she rates it. That's something. She's got that going for her, I guess.
You got to know the riches are in the niches.
Excuse me, I don't think I've ever heard that one before.
Yeah, like niche markets, topics, things.
Niche
Riches are in the but they say the riches are in the niches
Because it rhymes.
because it rhymes. The riches are in the niches. Who cares?
That's fair point.
Oh, who cares? Oh wait, that would have been a perfect opportunity to debut my new drop, but it's too late for that now. Tony said, my real prediction, champs retain. Eventually they turn on each other, booking their WrestleMania dream match. And Great Brown Hope says, Shayna Baszler rules. All right, let's move on to a match that I'm actually excited for. And I can't believe I'm saying this because I've gone on the record on this podcast. Tuck knows because we've been doing these podcasts for a while now. I've never been a Bronson Reed guy. But as of late, the way that he's been presented on Monday Night Raw, he seems like a dude. He is a genuine big, and that's something that WWE doesn't always knock out of the park, but I feel like they got something here with Bronson Reed. And apparently, according to the website I looked this up on, I don't remember if they announced this actually. It's an unsanctioned match, which in my opinion, that is a shoo-in for Bronson Reed to win because in the record books, air quotes, that wouldn't be a loss for Seth Rollins if he were to lose in an unsanctioned match. So I think you got to keep Bronson Reed hot here, Tuck. I'm going to go with, I think it's an upset, and go with Bronson Reed to beat Seth Rollins in this match.
Bronson Reed figures are like full price now. You can't even find them on those big ringside collectible sales. You used to get them for $7. Now they're 20 something. So I think that says about something. His stock, his character demand a little bit in that regard. And I do think they're doing a great job. Much like they're doing a much better job with the incorporation of NXT talent, not necessarily throwing them right in the ring, but making their faces more well-known, shining a light, not just kind of keeping it as a siloed third brand the way Vince did with the original Black and Gold era. And so I also agree that this is the perfect type of match for Bronson to win. He's got to win it early to give this feud credibility. If he doesn't win now, with the noted back problems that Seth Rollins has, what's the plan for Bronson Reed? So I expect Bronson Reed to win this one.
Ian, before you give me your pick, over under 2.5 tsunamis.
Oh, over. Pound the over. I would have put the line at like 4.5.
Well, he hit 7 earlier. I don't know if he's going to be able to hit that much, but what do you think about this one?
Yeah, no, I think I'm just going to agree with you guys here. They've had a lot of chances and they've tried a lot of times to actually create that monster of today's, and I mean, not even today's generation, next generation. The guy's still super young and has a lot of talent, so I think if you keep building Bronson Reed up from here, that dude got himself over just through that tsunami, that segment with Seth Rollins. He said in an interview, wasn't supposed to be that many tsunamis. He just kept going because the crowd loved it. Right. So that's getting himself over, which is how you're supposed to do it. So you got to kind of congratulate him, give him that push that he's earned now. And if this puts Seth Rollins off to the side a little bit again and kind of they play that IR or the IL
let him return
card
at
again.
The Rumble.
Yeah, and then maybe we get a new character change for Seth Rollins because, again, we talked about it a lot, and we've talked about it for probably about a year now. He might be about time for a change for Seth Rollins.
I think a lot of people would agree with you there, Ian. And just like if Seth Rollins wins, and I think Tuck kind of touched on it a little bit when he was talking, I feel like that just ruins everything that they're doing for Bronson Reed. It just, like, why would you have Seth Rollins win this match? If Seth loses, he's not hurt by it, right? Like, I don't think that devalues Seth Rollins if he loses here.
Not at all.
We'll see, though. I think we're all going with Bronson Reed, correct?
I mean, I can't even. Seth gets the win, but like, how does Bronson go over then? Like a post-match beatdown to continue the feud. Then what the hell was the match for?
Those post-match beatdowns really don't do anything anymore either. I mean, we've seen a lot already out of Bronson. What does another backstage or post-match beatdown do? I agree with you.
And I agree with the Great Brown Hope. If Rollins wins, he's going to riot. We're going to riot. We're all on the Bronson Reed train.
I will not.
I'm not going. No, I'll be right over there on my couch just watching.
Are you guys going to be watching live?
Oh,
should be.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is it Saturday? Oh, it's Saturday.
10 12 o'clock start for you, Ian.
Oh,
yeah, I'll be working.
Tucky waking up, making breakfast. Come
Mimosas?
on now. Come on, dog. You know it.
Come
You
on.
know it, dog.
Come on. Tony said Seth doesn't need this at all. If they had pushed Reed this much, it's for a reason.
Yeah.
I think
Great
we're all
point.
on the same page here. We got 3 more matches to talk about. This one should be an exciting matchup. We got LA Knight. Yeah. Taking on Carmelo Hayes and Andrade, who had their Game 7 interrupted. But what a rivalry they've had going on SmackDown the last couple months. I'm kind of forgetting, though, who's first to go on this one? Tucky, you're first to go. And I think this is another one that you can make a strong case for every candidate.
Yeah, this is difficult for me because, the Carmelo Hayes and Andrade 7th game has to happen, I think, right? And I mean, shit. Are you guys losing momentum in that feud?
I'm not.
Really?
I'm not a big. I don't watch SmackDown live every single week, so it's kind of hard for me to.
You want to
get
know what
behind
I'm
SmackDown
losing
stuff.
interest in, Tuck? The Judgment Day.
Oh yeah.
That's the same shit every fucking month.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But in regards to this triple threat here, LA Knight retaining makes sense. Carmelo Hayes winning kind of makes all right. Andrade winning, big statement. Does Carmelo or Andrade win? And Game 7 becomes for the U.S. title against the other person. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Carmelo wins, and then Andrade gets to face him in the Game 7 to justify the feud. I'm going Carmelo Hayes.
Ooh, Melo don't miss. That's a fun pick. Tony says, I hate to say this, but this feud just isn't doing it for him. So it seems like you're not alone, Tucky. And same thing with
It's
Kine.
good matches, good wrestling. I don't know why I care a little. The story is not there for me right now.
Yeah, and it seems like Kine's losing interest too in LA Knight specifically. He said give it to Melo or Andrade. Great Brown Hope agrees with you. He said Carmelo wins. We get that Game 7. LA Knight interferes. Another triple threat. That's obviously another option that could happen. Ian, which direction are you headed in here for this one?
I think I'm going to do another wild card pick because, again, I'm also in the same boat. It's like, this feud's okay. I've seen what they have displayed on TV and trying to progress the storyline. I haven't lost any interest in LA Knight, though. I think he's still doing as much as he can with that title. And I'm going to go with the point of, this could be a shocker. This could be your first guess here. I'm going to go with Andrade to win it.
Wow.
We get to that Game 7. You're allowing Carmelo to win the title. It could be a short title reign. But I think get that U.S. title out of LA Knight's hands, possibly. Because I don't want to see this be a triple threat for the next 6 months. I don't want this to be a back and forth thing, because then it will legitimately get tiring to watch. So I think this is a good chance for Andrade to get that title back, because he did in the past life of his WWE run, and was a fantastic champion at that. Yeah, let's give it to Andrade. And then Carmelo could possibly win it down the road.
Listen, guys, everybody's making good points. In the comments, you two, it makes a lot of sense, but it's going to be and still L.A. Knight. Yeah. I mean, it's just, I can't see it going any other way.
I mean,
like
if he retains, if LA Knight retains, you are essentially backing him out of this thing and going, you got to pivot. You got to pivot. I don't, who's the next challenger though? That's what I'm saying. In my opinion, the substance to come out of this title match is probably the related factor of Hayes and Andrade, because I don't know when they U-turn with him and still what happens. I don't know who he would face on that card. I would love the comment section to chime in potential candidates.
And my thinking too with LA Knight retaining is that they still have that Game 7, and then whoever wins that Game 7 will face LA Knight probably at a Survivor Series, and then I could see an Andrade or a Carmelo Hayes winning the title. But I think it's a little bit too soon to take it off of LA Knight. But I like what Ian was saying, because if you do take the title off of him, we all say it, the babyface chase is a lot more fun than the heel chasing. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. But 2 more matches here for the most illustrious titles in the history of Saudi Arabia professional wrestling. I don't give a shit about these titles, guys. I don't know about you. It is meaningless matches, but we got to talk about them because this one is a little bit more interesting because there is that added layer of Tiffany Stratton with that briefcase. So we got Liv Morgan taking on Nia Jax. The winner wins the bedazzled belt. Ian, how are we feeling about this?
Well, you did mention that we had a GIF that we could play. I think you added a new segment. If you want to throw that up on the screen real quick.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you something. We don't care.
There it is.
I love the arrogant laugh after. It's so funny.
Yeah.
I kind of care.
It does feel like bragging rights in old Survivor Series. That's a good point from Tony.
And it justifies getting the champions of the brands together. It's a win for Saudi Arabia and Crown Jewel. There's a little bit of interest because they're fighting for something. I think the title on the line between Cody and Gunther is kind of a thing. Like I think
that one I'm more excited for.
You know, but I think there's some gravity to it. I don't really care about the belt in the Liv Morgan Nia Jax match. I care about the Tiffany Stratton of it all and the Raquel Rodriguez of it all. Is she going to have the muscle to defend a Stratton move? Is Tiffany going to cash in on Nia because Raquel won't mess with her? There's some
or like the Great Crown Hope said, she cashes in for the Crown Jewel title, and then she's the longest reigning champion of all time.
Hell yeah. Nia and Tiffany are both happy.
Could you imagine
I would
if
die.
that actually happened?
Tiffany Tiffany Stratton was on a rocket to the moon, and then she's buried.
In Saudi Arabia. Ooh, too soon. Ian, go ahead. You're up.
Well, when I look at this, it's just kind of like, at this point, it's who is the more believable one to win it. I think Nia Jax on paper is the one to win it. But at the same time, it's like, who would benefit the most from it? And now that you throw in that Tiffany Stratton cash in, I think if you put Nia Jax with 2 belts, I think it gives a little bit more on paper, like that Money in the Bank cash in looks like it means more. Just kind of, I don't know. That's just what I'm seeing. I'm going to go with the Nia Jax win. I really couldn't care less. I mean, I don't know if there's been any push on TV for this match at all.
I haven't seen much hype, on the internet about this match. But Tuck's right. It's mainly about what's going to be happening, outside of the ring with Raquel and Tiffany. But I don't need to see Tiffany cash in Saudi Arabia. I agree with Tony. He said don't cash in on a Saudi show, but that could be the perfect place to do so because they pay a lot of money.
She's going to get a run out. They're going to get the pop if the Saudi show is going to do something. I think in the women's division, I think that's the match to do it and get a pop for them. But I also want Tiffany Stratton to not cash in the Saudi show at fucking 12:15 in the afternoon. I don't know.
If she is going to cash in, do it against Liv Morgan and Swerve is all. Have her win that Raw Women's Championship because everybody thinks Tiffany's going to cash in on Nia, and then you can have a returning Charlotte Flair face off against Tiffany Stratton for the belt at WrestleMania. That's where my head's at. I'm going Nia Jax. Don't need to say anything else, Tucky.
Nia Jax. Yeah. No. I was going to try to come up with something different, but why?
Yeah, that's fair.
Who cares?
Who cares?
The hype for those belts, the company continues to shove down people's throats, overshadows the matches themselves. And I agree.
Agreed. Yeah.
Apparently, Ryan Vogus doesn't know about Trailer Park Boys. He just says Ian just a cool guy.
Yes,
okay,
I am.
Cool guy.
Like you don't see the flames on the bottom of the shirt.
Show it off.
It's
Show it off.
like
it's
a large
the
shirt.
graphic.
Yeah.
There's his name. Now
Thank
you
you.
can see.
It the shirt came in from Amazon about 2 sizes too big, so.
No, stand up. We need to see it.
Okay.
There we go. Ding.
It's a fucking gown.
Yay.
You lost weight, man. Good for you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Bam Bam Bigelow. You could be Bam Bam Bigelow. That's a good shout. Yeah. All right. Ricky wears his shirts baggy too. Yeah, he does. Yeah. All right, we got another match here, and then we can get into some candy talk. Cody Rhodes versus Gunther. What? Oh,
you
sweet.
Said candy
I thought
talk.
you said wait.
Oh,
my bad.
That was funny. That was funny.
Funny.
That was thing.
I'm hysterically laughing at you, Tuck.
Bogus popped.
I'm sure he did. Cody Rhodes versus Gunther. The match itself is going to be good. Once again, don't care about the title itself, but this is another interesting one because Kevin Owens does have a match on this card. It would make sense for Kevin Owens to kind of cost Cody here, but there's a name out there, and they've planted these seeds. And I don't want to see this by any means necessary. But at the end of the day, this is happening in Saudi Arabia. I think Goldberg is going to cost Gunther this match. And Cody Rhodes, just the all-American guy winning and holding all the gold makes a lot of sense. He's the face of the company. Let Cody get the win here. It might be out of left field, but I think Goldberg is going to be the reason that Gunther loses this match, Tuck.
Wow.
And it hurts me to say that. It hurts me to say that.
I think I'm kind of here for it. Like a little shenanigans on a Saudi show. Now, Cody's got to find that next challenger, presumably for Survivor Series, right? They would do a world title match at Survivor Series, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they would.
And War Games, so I don't know who's going to be next, but I I've got Cody going over. I don't know how Gunther wins clean against your undisputed champion. He won't? Is he? I don't know.
Vogus, don't put this into the atmosphere. I don't know if we're gonna see Brock. I just don't. Especially now, and it might be just me thinking too deep into it. I saw Zarya using the F5. I don't think they would have two people using the F5 in the same company. I know they're different brands, but just a thought. Ian, how we feeling about this one?
Yeah, this is definitely the one I'm more excited for obvious reasons. And I didn't even think about the idea of Goldberg, but
agreed.
Saudi would be the people to hire Goldberg just for this, give him millions of dollars just for one match appearance. So I think it's going to be another part I'm going to differentiate with you guys, because as much as that makes sense, I'm going to hope that they just put it on Gunther by some shenanigans, maybe the Kevin Owens interference, or Imperium comes back. We have some Imperium interference, and put that title around Gunther's waist, because I think if you start having Cody walk around with two belts, especially with how big that crown jewel belt is, then it starts looking a little bit more braggadocious, heelish.
I don't think they're gonna wear that belt. I think it's just gonna go.
No,
with the fucking
they're
trophy.
they're gonna run it out on Raw in Saudi the next night. Rip it. Hey, look at our belt.
It's like the king and queen in the ring.
They'll mention it. He's a crown jewel champion. He was a crown.
But
jewel
I do
champion.
get what you're saying.
Last year's
and,
crown jewel champion.
I mean, Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser could get involved too. I guess these are options as well. But yeah, on paper, this matchup should be incredible.
Do they want it to be a dream wrestling match, or do they want it to be a fun kind of all over the place kind of match? The question will be answered in Saudi, baby. Come on, baby.
I guess we'll find out. But that is the crown jewel card. If you guys want to get involved and try to dethrone Mr. OTM, head on over to bit.ly/crownjewel24 to fill out those predictions. We got one more comment here from Tony. He said it will be like Braun winning the greatest Royal Rumble, never to be seen again or worn after the show. And I totally agree with you, sir. But that's enough wrestling talk, guys. If you just want to hear us talk wrestling, now's the time to tune us out. But
Leave.
But we all love Halloween. We all love candy. So we're going to get into our tier rankings of Halloween candy. And boys, I'm going to need you guys to keep tabs on the chat, because I'm going to have to go back and forth here looking at our tier list, moving things around. So if you guys see any comments pull up, read them off, let me know. But you guys ready to get this thing started?
Un precio con todo.
I got some rock candy
on
for this.
internet.
We got 5 different tiers here. We got GOAT status, self-explanatory. A, B, mid, and garbage. Pretty easy to understand here. Let's start right here at the top.
Hey, get
Hershey's
that
cookies
get
and
that
cream.
ad out of there.
You
Click on the
can't.
X. Yes, you can. Click on the X.
I got it. Well,
We'll see it. There it is.
See, that's why I told you. It's just going to be a
Tape
game
Buddhas?
going back. Hershey's Cookies and Cream. I don't know if you guys have actually had this, but I think it is delicious. I would say A. I don't know how you guys feel.
A.
A?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. There it goes. Reese's. I mean, that's got to be GOAT status, right, guys?
Goat. I agree.
Yeah, I'd agree. If we had 2 or 3. I'm not a big Reese's guy. It's good, but I don't love it.
Like, that would be my first candy I'd want to grab.
Reese, that's on my Mount Rushmore for sure.
Right. So we're going to put that in the GOAT
And
status.
and Bogus is right. The holiday shaped Reese's should be 1-1. Like
Right.
1.1 round first
the
pick.
pumpkin.
Yeah, dude, the pumpkins and the trees have more peanut butter. The ratio's closer.
It seems like the chat's saying that Reese's is goated. Am I right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, the chat's going very quickly right now.
Hell yeah, chat. Let's fucking go. We're talking candy here, not wrestling. Kit Kats.
B.
I was going to say the same thing. They're kind of like in the middle for me. They're hit or miss. Ian,
It's a
what do
way
you
free.
think?
It's a way free chocolate. Nothing special.
We're talking original Kit Kats, nothing different
Original.
about it. Okay. I would say A, because I'm a big Kit Kat guy. I like the crispiness of it. Like, the taste is all right, but the crispiness, that's what gets me. I'm a big, crispy
It's a
stuff.
texture thing for you. So, Tuck, you said B, right?
Yep.
I'm in agreement with you. Ian, sorry, you were outvoted there. Here's a look at our tier rankings so far. Now, this one's interesting. $100 grand, I think, is an underrated candy. I don't know if you guys have ever had one.
I
agree.
love 100 grand. That's probably my number
say A.
one. Yeah, okay, I'd say A.
Macho Man, what do you think?
It's a B for me, so I think it's A minus B plus. Yeah.
Okay. We can put that in the A category for sure. Hold on, I gotta scroll.
I'm
down
not.
them.
I am not offended that it's an A, but in my desire, it's a B.
It's
I think a lot of people
they're
like 100
really
grand.
good, really good. I would put them in my GOAT category, but I know that's a very far fetched idea because they're not popular.
We met in the middle.
I don't think it's far fetched. It's a hot take.
Okay.
I don't even know if it's a hot take because I think it's
still a hot
very good.
Well,
We've got
Tony-
a lot going on.
The doctor is currently eating 100 grand bar right now.
Wow.
So.
Love that. You win the MVM just because of that. Just kidding. You don't. Let's move on. Reese's Pieces. I think it's a step below Reese's. I don't know how you guys feel.
I'd
say A.
I love Reese's Pieces. So
I say A too, Ian.
It's two A's.
So, yeah.
It's got the crispiness and it's got that good peanut butter taste to it.
I would just rather have a regular Reese's. But if you give me a Reese's Pieces, I'm not going to be mad.
I'm different. I'd rather have Reese's Pieces over regular Reese's.
What?
Yep.
I don't think that's a hot take either.
Oh, wow.
I have time.
Okay. All right. Let's move on here. Sweet Tarts.
Mid.
I would say garbage. I think they're like for children. Ian,
They're
you're a
mid.
child.
They're mid. I could eat them, but I really have to be in the mid for them.
If you have a sweet tooth, they do nothing. Like from
Correct.
the candy type feel for me. But yeah, not garbage. There is garbage on this list.
Serious question. Do you think there's anybody that's actually going to be listening to this in audio form?
Yes. and yelling
Well, yeah.
Which, by the way, if you are still listening to this in audio form, head on over to our YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, give us a like because we are on the road to 400 subscribers. And Tuck, what are they going to get if we get to 400 subscribers?
one signed Rey Mysterio figure sent at some point in the mail. I'm terrible at shipping shit. So I have two. I don't know which one I'm going to give away. One of them might be a chase, so I'd probably hold on to that one.
I just want to bring up the Great Brown Hopes comment.
Sure.
He mentions shock tarts are better than sweet tarts.
What are those?
As he says, they are just the better version of sweet tart. They have like a sweet coating on the outside.
Shock tarts are A tier.
Yeah, they are really
In my
good.
opinion. All right, we got to hammer these candies. Let's go.
We're not going to hit them all. Don't worry.
Are
We're not
we
gonna
on?
hit 'em all.
Let's go.
Three Musketeers, I would say B.
Mid.
I'd say A. So we'll go B.
It's going to have to be B. Pixie Sticks, I think it's garbage.
Garbage.
Yeah. Okay.
I throw them
All right.
away.
We're adults.
Airheads, this might be a
A.
hot take. I would say GOAT.
I'd
I
say
think
A.
Airheads are
Goat.
elite.
Goat.
GOAT?
I'm not upset with goat.
I want to hear what the chat has to say about that one. I know we're trying to move quick, but what are our thoughts on Airheads?
Airheads that would be a goat minus. It sounds like.
I would go goat if it did not have the pink lemonade flavor mixed into the variety packs that they have now, because pink lemonade flavor is It's not supposed to be candy.
You're an aficionado over there, Ian.
Cherry
Talking about
Airheads.
variety packs. I love that. Good for you. All right, let's see what else we got. What are these? Are those honey things, like honey sticks or whatever?
I would put them B. They are pretty good. They're like kind of like a.
I don't know what these are.
I think they are kind of honey
Same
flavored.
Same flavor, same texture. That's mid.
Yeah. All right. We'll just
Unique. Every once in a while. That's that like one funky flavor craft beer you get, and you don't want 6 of them.
Can we just put the Naco wafers in garbage already?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Crunch bars. I'm a big fan. I would say A.
Mid.
Yeah, mid.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You're not a crunch.
Not
you're
a crunch guy.
So that's a B, right?
That's a B. Yeah. We got to average
Two
it out.
mids and an A would be a B.
I just like the texture. You
Friday.
know, if I'm gonna have chocolate, I like the texture.
That's fair.
This one I think has to be GOAT, in my opinion. Sour Patch Kids.
You're not gonna like my answer. I don't like sour.
It's goat for me.
Yeah.
You guys can put it in there. I will refrain because my vote is always gonna be low for sour.
The Sour Patch universe is like undefeated.
They have so many varieties too, don't they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep.
We love Sour Patch. Nerds, I think they're like a B, middle ground. I'm not a huge fan.
Mid. They're yeah. They're annoying to eat too.
Yeah.
Why is my computer not working? All right, here we go. Mid. We're getting there. Good and Plenty, I think, is a disgrace to candy. It's licorice.
Garbage.
I would say garbage.
Under garbage, please.
Garbage minus.
Yes.
Garbage. Can we put it at the way bottom, like way over there?
Put it right next to those ads. Trash.
I mean, Necco wafers are almost as bad. Twizzlers, the original Twizzlers are okay, but I'd probably say mid.
They're mid.
Here's my take. Goat pull and peel. Goat. Love the pull and peel. Love the fucking pull and peels.
Is that where it's like looks like little straws and like multicolored?
Yeah,
No,
it's a
God,
strand,
that's awful.
and there's 9 of them, and you pull them off. It's licorice string cheese. I love it. Goat. Original Twizzlers, B. In my
What do you
opinion.
say, Ian?
Well, it's
Dude, some people
I would go
fucking
mid.
love their licorice. So Couts
Yeah,
loves
they
their
do.
red
I hate
vine.
licorice. I hate licorice.
Yeah, I'm not a big licorice.
I'll come
fan.
clean.
Especially black licorice. I think that's the worst thing of all time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Bogus, I did see this comment while I was scrolling through. Oh, wait, hold on. What? Oh, Jesus Christ. what about the crunch bunches?
Oh, yeah.
Those are fire.
Those are good.
Like the ice cream
Yeah.
ones? Is that what he's talking about? Or is he talking about?
No, they're like it's just little clusters of the crunchies in crunch, covered in chocolate.
My,
So,
I don't think it's on this tier list, but my go-to movie theater candy is Snow Caps.
Snow caps are ass.
Wrong.
And they're not on this list.
Wow.
Also ass dots. That's just chewy garbage, in my opinion.
Can we acknowledge this comment from the Great Brown Hope just really quick again? Dots garbage, by the way. He said Twizzlers make great straws for drinks.
What?
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a hole
mixer?
in it.
If you have a fruity mix, I mean, it's
Yeah.
got to kind of match the mixer a little bit, in my opinion. But yeah, absolutely.
right,
Restaurants
gentlemen.
do that for like a $2 upcharge, thinking they're trendy.
What?
Ass.
That's a $2 upcharge
gosh.
for
No,
a
I don't know
Twizzler
if it's
straw?
that. The big fancy drink with all the things in it. Yeah.
I'll tell you this.
Part of
I'd
an
rather
experience.
have a Twizzler straw than a paper straw.
Oh,
Those are ass.
Great.
if
Yeah.
if a paper straw touches your teeth,
Ugh.
that's the
Yeah.
worst feeling in the world.
Gives me the
M&Ms are a
ick.
B.
I would say the same thing. I'm not a big M&M guy.
I would go A. I would go A.
All right.
It falls right behind Reese's Pieces for me.
It stands the test of time, but I think the peanut M&Ms are far superior,
Oh, absolutely.
in my opinion. What do we got going on here? Is that just gum? I think it's gum.
Like all
Gum's mid.
gums.
Go
Yeah.
mid, yeah.
Yeah, gum's just gum.
Oh, I'm a gum guy. Hey.
Oh, hold on. My thing's glitching.
If that's like part of the gum universe, all kinds of gum.
Yeah, we'll
and
call the gum universe.
it's an A.
What are Andes? I don't know.
Wait, that's what you were talking about when you said Andes.
Yeah.
That's literally what you'd get from like a restaurant. Sometimes the restaurant hands you out a
Olive Garden.
Yeah,
Oh,
Olive
is
Garden.
it like a peppermint? chocolate?
Yeah, those are really good. I would
Garbage.
go A.
Oh. I'm,
Garbage.
I'm down to mid. Yeah. So that puts us at B, right?
No,
What the hell is that
No,
Maybe
it would put us
picture.
at mid. Yeah, that would put us at
Gosh,
mid.
that hurts.
I'm sorry, bud, but
There's not labels on these pictures.
no, it's an old site.
Like even
No.
if you hover your mouse over the thing for a second, it doesn't say what it is.
No.
Damn.
Runts. Those hurt my teeth. Garbage.
Mid. The banana is the only thing good out of that.
That's fair.
Runts are mid for me. Yeah.
Mid. All right, so that's good. Oh, this next one, guys. Laffy Taffies.
A.
For me,
Goat.
it's goat. Yeah.
Go.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I like
Okay.
Laffy Taffy. We
What,
like.
what is the
fruity,
chat's
fruity.
favorite flavor?
If it's not banana, you're wrong.
Okay, that is wrong. Werther's butterscotch. I actually like butterscotch. I would say B.
Ian?
I would say B. Also, Tony said banana goated, so thank you, Tony. Also, we have Kine saying goat tier for Laffy Taffy and
Yes.
the dot. Yeah, goat taffy.
Yeah. So that puts us at mid, right, for Werther's?
Yes.
Tuck said garbage. These strawberry candies are like what you would find at your grandma's house. I would say garbage.
Goat.
What?
Goat.
You
Those
love
things are
those
so
things?
I would've put
good,
them
man.
mid.
They've got a little filling in it, dude. That is the only grandma candy on the planet.
It's going
So
B.
good.
Butterscotch? Just
Ass.
butterscotches. That's my grandma candy.
Oh, those fucking strawberries, dude.
Hershey Kisses are mid, in my opinion.
Mid,
Oh,
along with
Another
the
harsh
Hershey's bar.
shot.
Just mid row here.
Yeah, it's just.
I'm a big Hershey's guy. I would put them in A. I'd put both Hershey's Kiss and Hershey Bar in A.
I wouldn't even put Hershey bar in A. I'd put Hershey bar in B, maybe mid.
Mid.
That's
I think it's
tough.
just plain Jane.
Just the stock
You guys can
Hershey
put- yeah,
bar is
that's
exhausting.
fine.
Just plain
It's fine.
chocolate? Which, by the way, I'm glad Feastables aren't on here because those are fucking garbage.
Never had one.
Don't buy them. It's not worth it.
They're all right. yeah.
Mike and Ike's?
It's a little chocolate kiss, Julian.
What do we feel about
Thank
Mike
you,
and
kind.
Ike's?
Garbage ass.
Ooh. I would say B.
It's licorice. It falls into that licorice category.
It's not licorice. That's a fruity little jelly kind of thing.
Licorice.
That's not licorice. I guarantee it.
It might be a hot take. I think it's a B too. I like Mike and Ike's.
Wow.
Not a
Ian's
Mike and
just
Ike
getting...
guy. That's fine.
You're seeing
I told you I'm bringing out the hot takes here.
Far better
You're
than
seeing
Dots.
the generational gap here. That's what you're seeing.
I think
No,
they're
I think it's
significantly
just-
better than Dots, and that makes
Oh,
me put them at
100%.
B tier.
Yeah. I agree.
Better than Runts.
What do the people got to say? I'm curious.
Well, they've been agreeing with me pretty much the entire way, especially Kine. Who would have figured?
Yeah,
But-
you
You
have
have
a
Kine and Tony agreeing with you. That can't mean much.
Well, wow. We have our host.
Got him. Burned.
Yeah, no,
Got
a
a low-
lot of agreeing with me. Not a lot agreeing with you guys. So,
That's
and
fine.
Great Brown Hope is agreeing with me
This is
too.
goat.
So,
Once again, that's Snickers is goated for me. Yes.
agreed.
Okay. We can all eat a Snickers if you're hungry, guys. It's going to the top. Almond Joy.
Oh yeah, goat.
It's a B
garbage.
for me. I like coconut.
Put in
So
B
that puts it
then.
at. So that puts it in the middle then, because he said garbage and you said the top one, right?
Yep.
All right.
Shame.
So Almond Joy's going to B. At least they survived and got to B there, Ian.
So good. They're so good. Thank you, Great Brown Hope. Almond Joy goat.
Nobody,
I like
or
being
not a
in
lot of
charter
people
comments.
like coconut. That's just my thought. I like coconut.
I
but
need
don't-
I need
Love
to
it.
have an Almond Joy. I do think that is a candy I should reconsider. I will
Yes.
say
Yeah.
that.
As a kid, probably hated it. Now,
It felt too adulty. It didn't feel like a
Right.
candy to me.
We had a question from HS Max. Sorry to cut you off there, Tuck. But he asked, "Can you post a link to this tier list in chat?"
yeah. Let me try to figure it out real quick, because technology and whatnot. Any other comments trickling in?
Oh yeah, we have the Great Brown Hope saying people who don't like almond joy usually out raisins in their cookies. Agreed.
He meant
raisins.
he meant put
Oh well,
put
I
raisins
mean,
in their cookies, and
he meant-
I do.
I like raisins in my cookies too. So
It's
I
not.
think I put the link
oh.
in, by the way.
Yeah, it looks like it. Oatmeal
Okay.
Yeah, it's
oatmeal
good.
cookies. Oatmeal cookies are B tier for me, which means I eat them. I eat them.
Yeah.
that's fair.
Baby Ruth, mid.
A.
Whoa.
I love it.
Okay. Is that just because you're a wheelhouse baseball guy?
No,
Baby Ruth.
it's because I'm a pretty good candy guy. I think it's an A tier for me.
I was
Ian,
gonna
what
say
do you
they're
think about Baby Ruth?
they're B to me. They're all right.
All right, that's a B then.
That's a B. A lot of B's.
I think caramel apple suckers are goated. I think those are
I
the
think
best
they're
suckers.
A. They're A. They're very very good.
And I would go B because of my teeth and the specific texture.
yeah.
I have a hard time with them. So I'm
A,
going.
right?
So that's an A. Yeah. Like I
They
get
do.
It. I get
They
it.
do have the paper straws too. Once you get down to that thing, it does freak me out.
Yeah, it can be a little problem.
So here's a look at our list currently. If you guys are watching live right now, I think we're doing a pretty good job. I'm liking the list, but
I
we
haven't
got
seen.
here?
I haven't seen much outrage in the chat.
Charleston Chew.
Charleston Chew,
That's a
I've never
goat.
had.
That is a
Never had
goat.
it.
If you like marshmallow, it's chocolate marshmallow. That's literally all it is. So good.
I would also put it in the GOAT status, which is a lot to say about the candy bar with the way my teeth handle gooby chocolate shit. It's not. I love it. That is a thing I power through for. I don't.
never had
I
it.
spare no prisoners. You'll enjoy it.
Yes.
So you're telling me to go get one?
I do think
Absolutely.
Charleston Chew could be a hot take in the chat. I could see.
Oh, it
people
probably
opposing
will
it.
be. That seems like an old head kind of answer.
We got the doc saying Chew is the
There it is.
goat.
There it is.
And it's slept on. So
Thank you. Okay. All
We're
right.
good.
That gives me confidence. I'm not a crazy person.
Mr. Goodbar, I think those are B's.
they're B. They're all right. They're good.
Yeah, they're okay. Got a
Yeah.
lot going on.
B minus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I just don't think about it enough, but
Yeah. It gets lost in the
I
shuffle.
can see it. A B, yeah.
It's like Baron Corbin. You know, sometimes he's on TV, sometimes he's doing good things, and sometimes he's shitting the bed. That's the good bar right there. All right, what else we got? Hubba Bubba was great when I was a kid, but it loses flavor after 5 minutes.
mid.
So it's mid for me.
Put respect on its name. It is Double Bubble.
Double Bubble. Sorry.
You know exactly what you're getting in the experience. It's going to take you about 10 pieces, 12 pieces to get through a ball game.
Right.
You're just going to rip it. It's something about taking it out of the wrapper 2 at a time.
It's true.
Every inning, every half inning if you need to. And that's why it's an A tier for me.
The worst part is that thing could be a jawbreaker if it's cold outside.
It's not unpredictable. You know what you're getting into. The nostalgia behind it is incredible, and it's easily a solid 4 to 6 minutes, and then you're on.
All right, so
it's a long time.
What did you say for it? A?
It ends up in a B, yeah.
Me and Ian said mid. All right, so Swedish Fish I think is an A. I enjoy Swedish Fish.
I'm not a Swedish Fish guy.
Okay.
I also think it's an A.
Well.
I would put it in garbage. I cannot stand Swedish Fish, so I will opt out of the. No, well, you can't do
He's
that.
opted out. You heard him. All right, we'll put it right there.
Yeah, put it in
right there.
B, it's not offensive.
See, take a look at it, guys. Take a look at the list. We're almost done, actually. We're maybe not. Blow Pops. I think they're mid.
Ooh, I'd put him in B. I think I like him a lot.
I like a blow pop every once in a while. I wish there was more gum. I think the ratio is a little skewed. B.
I think Jakar Jackson would put that in the GOAT status.
Focus said you can't just rip your hair off like that to Kyle there.
Whoa!
Hold on.
Bald! Fireballs. I love fireball shots, but
Garbage.
Me and Ian talked about this. I don't like spicy hot candy. So
Garbage.
Atomic Fireballs are a sneaky, underrated, very low-calorie candy. Some baseball games, I am only Atomic Fireballs. I will accept nothing lower than mid.
It's going to garbage.
I don't think it's fair that it's in garbage because I think it's very niche. I think some people will, Kine with his funky taste, will say it's an A+. I don't like what it does to my lips when they're chapped. I'll say that. It is an experience. It's a ride, boys.
I am so far out on it, though.
Yeah, Tuck, it sounds like you're putting up with the fireball candy there and trying to.
Oh, no. I shake hands with it, motherfucker.
I'm sorry, Tuck. I'm leaving it there.
You guys have lived in the dark, but I was born in it.
He was born in the dark. These are the flavored Tootsie Rolls, which I think are delicious. Yeah, I would say A.
A+.
I would not be opposed to a goat tier. I'm just saying that vanilla flavor of Laffy Taffy the Tootsie Roll, incredible.
That is the reason it is not a goat tier for me.
Wow.
Blue ones, they can fuck right off in my opinion. Strong take. I will get
The green ones might be my favorite though. I think the
red.
green ones
Vanilla.
It's red.
The red's really good too. Yeah.
Red's a popular color, that's for sure. Guys, check your private chat too whenever you get the chance. But we got a few more to run through. We got Fun Dip. It was fun when I was a kid, but now I think it's garbage.
Mid at best.
The actual candy stick's pretty good. Other than that,
that has no flavor.
No, it's got flavor to it. It's sweet.
The flavor is the powder.
No, what are you talking about? The white stick? The candy stick that you eat?
The stick is sweet.
Yeah, it's
candy.
It
is like a sugary sweet. I don't love it.
Yeah, I think
that's the only thing that's good about it because I hate sour. So that's
yeah.
So where's it at for you, Ian? Because
it's garbage for me.
Said oh, okay, that makes it easy. I'm still not putting it by Good and Plenty. We're making sure that Good and Plenty stays far right. Tootsie Pop, mid.
They're mid.
Okay. Fruit roll-ups are GOAT status for me. I love.
Why is that in candy?
I don't know, but
we don't make the rules. We just follow them.
We just
Fruit
follow.
roll-up is an A for me. Fruit by the foot is better in my opinion.
Ooh, that's a take. That's a take.
I'm going to disagree on that take.
I'd say A for roll-ups.
I'm outvoted, so we're going to go to A for that one. Hold on, scroll on up. Getting to the end here. Gushers.
Goat.
I agree. Wow. That was one of the few unanimous ones we've had.
I think that's been about the only unanimous, besides any garbage.
Snickers, we were good on. Reese's.
That's a ride for my teeth too. I love them.
It's an explosion in your mouth.
Everybody loves a good ride on their teeth.
Oh, come on, ride them.
Ian did give me an answer in the private chat. Ian, I appreciate that. All
Yeah,
right.
no worries.
I agree.
Haribo gummies, whatever you want to pronounce them. Albanese is better. I think Haribo or whatever the fuck it is mid.
I say
they're like B. They're just super like. Sometimes they can be really tough to eat chew.
Like, wouldn't you rather have Albanese?
Oh yeah, Albanese over everything.
Tuck, what do you think about these gummies?
I say B.
I think that's fair. It's a classic.
It's a stock gummy bear. It is.
Right.
You can pound a bag of them. Like, and there are levels. Albanese is GOAT.
We already did these. That's basically the same thing. We're ignoring that one. This might be a hot take, but I'm a big Heath Bar guy. I would probably say it's an A. I love that crunch.
They're
I love
mid to
toffee.
me.
Mid to
They're mid to
me.
me.
So B.
Yep.
Okay, right behind the blow pop over here. Yeah, well, we're
Just
still live.
just put that caramel bag in mid to get it off the queue. It's bothering me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know why. It's bugging
No,
me.
let's put it right next to the other one. That's bothering me now. Butterfinger. I don't like how it gets stuck in your teeth, so for me, it's a B.
It's goat.
It's good flavor.
B.
Goat for me.
Ooh, Ian outnumbered again. 2 Bs. That
So it's
means
an A?
going in B.
I do.
get it.
I'm okay with it in A too. Like
So
I
am
get
I.
it.
I
Love
can-
Butterfingers.
It's better in a
There's
blizzard.
got to
in
be
my
someone
opinion.
with good teeth that doesn't experience what I do.
Oh, I have bad teeth.
I
Trust
know,
me.
like,
We got a comment from Ryan Bogus here. He said, "By the way, this NFL game is substantially worse content than this ranking. We'll take
Oh,
that. We take that
beat
around
the
here."
NFL. Thank you. Bogus. This is the least we've talked about wrestling on this podcast. So
All right, we're
It seems
changing.
to be a hit. Hot tamales, garbage.
Garbage.
garbage. Worse than atomic fireballs.
Whoa, that was a change up. I was not expect. Why there? I see one that's down there, and I don't know why it's down there.
Lemon heads.
An apple.
Yep, mid.
Lemon heads are a B for me. I like them.
They're mid.
I wish they were more sour.
I think they're mid. I agree with you though. I think they should be more sour. Tootsie Rolls.
Mid.
I agree.
But I will hammer them
Hey.
though. Like one of those like big boys. It's like a challenge. Can I
They
survive?
always give out like Tootsie Rolls at 4th of July parades, and they always just get melted and ruined, and they're just chocolate. It's like Hershey's for me, Ian.
Yeah,
It's
but-
chocolate
what you
taffy.
think.
It's an A for me.
Yeah.
An A.
Yeah, that's not a
What'd you
hot
say,
take.
Tuck?
I think it's mid. But I like
mid.
I'll hammer
put it
them.
at
though.
B.
Like I know what I'm
We'll
getting
put 'em at
into.
B.
Thank you, rest of the chat, for agreeing with me on Tootsie Rolls. Thank you.
Those things have just nothing to
Thank
them.
you.
It's just
It's chocolate. You're overthinking it. It's candy. It's
I'm
just
not
chocolate.
overthinking it. I don't like just chocolate. I like a little extra with my chocolate.
You got fancy tastes.
I guess. And I also grew up with free Nabisco food, so maybe I'm just
Bougie.
haunted by that. No, because I've had so
Nabougie.
much Chips Ahoy and Oreos. But what do we got here? Jolly Ranchers. Whoo! I could fuck up those blue ones.
A.
They're B to
think
me.
A's fair.
love
They're
them.
B.
I think A's fair.
The fervor for Tootsie Roll should be as much or higher for Jolly Ranchers, in my opinion.
Yeah. Let's take a look here at the list. That's what things are looking like as we're rounding out. Junior Mints would be garbage to me.
B.
Garbage.
I like
can
mint
tell
chocolate.
Ian, I was going to say, Ian, you're a mint chocolate guy,
Yeah.
aren't you?
I don't like
They-
sour, but mint
They
chocolate I fuck with.
exist. They exist. Those people are out there.
What did you say, Tuck, for this one?
Mid.
All right, so we'll put it at mid because Ian was at B.
Or no, garbage. It's mid. It'll end up in mid.
yeah,
but I
'cause
say garbage.
Ian's carrying a lot of weight with these. He's saving them.
Yeah.
Ring Pops.
A.
Okay.
Mid.
The
Yeah,
swirly
they're-
boys. The swirly boys. Those. Oh yeah.
They're swirly ones?
Yeah, they're like not clear. They're like opaque.
Oh, good use of opaque. I respect.
Thank
that.
you. Thank
Good
you.
word, Ian.
Thank you.
I would say mid, though. Ian, what did you say?
I said mid.
Wow.
So we'll go B. A lot of
Junior
Bs.
mints are the LA Night of chocolate. They suck. That's from the Great Brown Hope.
That's from the Great Brown Hope. I didn't even have to look at the screen. I knew that. Paydays. I'm a big fan of paydays. I like peanuts, so I'd say B. I'd say
It's a B. It's a B. I think.
Ian,
I'll go B. I'm not a big fan of the saltiness to it.
that's fair.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of like salt and like chocolate and that mixture, or like salty
So
and
you
sweet.
don't like salted caramels?
They're all right. Some are good. Some are really bad.
You got to get the ones at Albany's, man. What is this?
Toblerone.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Should
It's
we put
chocolate.
it in garbage?
Well, The Toblerone like truffle things that come in the little circles, the spheres. Those are great. That triangle bar, I don't think I've ever had. Mid.
Sure, we don't know what it is.
Good
Peanut
crowd.
M&Ms.
Goat.
Yep. All right. That was easy. We're all on the same page on that one.
Wow,
Yeah.
we have some Toblerone goaters in the chat.
What is
the Doc and kind. I don't know. I don't think I've ever tried it.
I've
The
tried
Great
it.
Brown
You
Hope
explain
here.
it.
The Great Brown Hope said that triangle prism chocolate is elite at the store. They're not even at the front cashier candy area. All right, that explains it.
Yeah, you got to get them. You don't find them. You got to get them. I do
We've
agree
never
with
had 'em,
that.
guys.
So I think I think that's my next. I think
Going
that's-
tomorrow?
I gotta try.
I guess we got to find it. Mamba number 5. Never had them.
B.
Actually, I think they're really good. I like A.
Like I'm at like B plus. Yeah, I like them.
All right, we'll go A then. I have never had them. Hold on. We'll go A because he said B plus. Milk duds are meh to me. I would say mid.
I say B.
I would go A.
So B it is.
Yeah.
That's easy. Milky Ways, another okay candy bar. I would say B.
I'd go A as well.
I would go B.
Okay, so that's easy. Now and laters, those are too chewy for me personally.
They're
I would put
mid-
put them at mid.
mid.
I'd put them
minus.
in B. So I'm fine with the mid, yeah. They're like low B for me. They're good.
An apple.
Goat.
Go.
We
Here.
really putting apple in the go tier.
Yes, we are.
No, it needs to be in the garbage can for this specific ranking.
Oh yeah,
But
good call. Garbage.
Actually,
for
no.
Halloween. Yeah,
That picture is a
garbage for
Red
Halloween.
Delicious apple. I hate Red Delicious apples.
So we're
No,
putting it in garbage because
apples.
we wouldn't want that
No.
on Halloween.
not for Halloween.
Yeah.
One a day, sure, but not.
Thank
for
you, Ryan Vogus. He said Red Delicious apple is trash, though. Thank you. They are awful.
Raisinets. I don't like raisins, so I'm gonna say garbage.
They're mid.
I would say mid.
Yeah.
I don't seek them, but I don't hate them.
We don't want a fucking toothbrush on Halloween, so that's going in garbage.
Come on.
Skittles, I am a big fan of. I'd probably say A for Skittles. I think they're very versatile too.
I am a goat.
I'd go A.
All right, A it is.
Goat minus.
I think goat is a fair argument. Like Skittles
yeah.
have been around for a long time.
Classic.
Sour Skittles, dog. Tropical
Oh, that's why I
Skittles, dog.
said they're versatile.
If you consider the universe,
Vogus Honeycrisp apple goat. Vogus, you and I are on the same page. Or Gala. A good Gala is really good too.
I like the Gala
Gallagher?
apples as well.
Yes.
We got what do we got over here?
Smarties.
Smarties. I don't like.
A.
Oh wow. Me and Ian are so different. It's not even funny.
You don't
Yeah,
give anything a chance, man.
I am a
What do you mean?
mid.
I've had plenty of Smarties. I think they're ass.
I'm a mid on Smarties.
I'm a garbage. So I think
You
I'm
guys
a
do
mid.
your damage. I know the chat's got me.
Starburst are A for me.
Goat.
Yeah, they're goat.
Okay, that's fair. We'll put them in the go. We only got a few more here, guys, and then we'll recap.
The one pink, one red double pack Halloween combo is absolute 1.1 fruity chewy candies.
I don't think I've ever had that variety of it.
I don't think it's
Sounds
fair
good.
to argue them against the Reese's.
Right. Sugar daddies.
If it was Sugar Baby, I'd put it at goat.
Sugar babies are goat minus A plus for me. Yeah, sugar daddies mid. Like
I would go mid. If Sugar
gonna
Babies
say
are
mid.
goat.
I don't like the experience. I don't. Why is it on
Yeah.
a stick?
Yep.
Here's a hot take, guys. I'm a candy corn guy.
Amen. I would put
I
it in
think it's
A.
a
I
B.
wouldn't put it goat. I'd put it
I'd
in
put
A.
it in B. Tuck.
I would put it in B as well.
So we all kind of like it.
I think I
love
fairly
it.
respect candy corn.
Yeah, that might be the hottest take of the entire show for the chat.
I feel like that shows my age. I don't know.
I love candy corn. I won't absolutely demolish a whole bowl of it, but I'll stick my hand in if we have like a little.
You got a hand?
Yeah.
When Grandma had the candy corn out, I was sticking my hand in that jar. I wanted some candy corn.
I was going into Grandma's jar.
Yeah, okay. Pause. She's dead.
If it was the only if that was the only candy in the house, the bowl is empty after the day. It's fine.
Facts.
It's like I don't hate it.
Are you a Twix guy? What do we think about
Goat.
Twix?
Oh yeah,
Goat.
absolute goat.
That's a unanimous
To
go
me.
for everybody. There we go.
I do think there is a Twix related argument to be had. I love
In
Twix.
terms of what?
Left versus
like
right.
like same experience, like caramel chocolate crunch kind of thing, like that.
Yeah.
You know. So
Extreme Warheads. Ian doesn't like sour, but
garbage.
I think these are A. I
Yeah.
think they're A.
I'm an A guy too, so I think that puts it at B.
You
doesn't
guys,
it?
you guys, no, you guys put it A. You guys put that one at A.
Yeah.
I
we'll keep it at
absolutely
B.
hate them.
Whoppers, I think they're mid.
I think
I'd put
garbage.
him at A.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Did Tuck say garbage?
Garbage mid A. I don't like
mid.
the Whoppers.
It's just plain. There's not much to it. I need more, you know? So, and I know Ian's going to like a York peppermint patty probably.
They're B. I don't know why you're throwing
Garbage.
a lot of like accusing words over there.
I just know what you like. Garbage. Tuck, what'd you say?
Garbage.
Yeet. Still going ahead of the good and plenty. And I've never had this. What's the zero bar?
Another peppermint thing.
Oh.
Pretty sure.
Garbage.
I've never had a zero bar.
I've never had one. I think it's
We'll just put
peppermint.
it in garbage. Let's just
Yeah,
put it in
you can put that one in
garbage.
garbage. I have no idea what it is.
All right, so there it is, the 2024 Halloween tier rankings from OTM. Let's start from the bottom up.
Hold on.
Garbage
The
can-
Zero candy bar, introduced in 1920, is a candy bar composed of a combination of caramel, peanut, and almond nougat covered with a layer of white chocolate fudge.
Ooh, that
Its
sounds
outwardly
good.
white color, an
Ooh.
unusual color for a candy bar, has become its trademark. I think I'm interested.
You know what? Put it in the
I'm
goat.
interested too. We're going to keep it where it's at, but we will try it and report back to you guys. But garbage, we have Pixie Sticks, Naco Wafers, Dots, Fun Dip, Zero Bar, Fireballs, Hot Tamales, York Peppermint Patty, Good and Plenty, Apple, and Toothbrush. Mid, we have Sweet Tarts. What was that second one again?
It's the
Bit of honey.
That's the honey bar thing.
Bit of honey.
Nerds in mid, Now and Later, Twizzlers, Andes, Runts, Werther's, Lemonhead, Hershey Kiss, Tootsie Pop, Junior Mints, whatever, you see the rest.
Toblerone, Raisinets.
Yeah. B, you got Kit Kat, Milky Way, Crunch, Sweetest Fish, Gum, Strawberry Candies, Hershey's,
Yum.
Mike and Ike's, Almond Joys, Baby Ruths, you see the rest. A's, this is the top dogs right here in the A category. We got the Hershey's Cookies and Cream, Skittles, 100-gram bar, Reese's Pieces, Caramel Apple Suckers, Tootsie Rolls, the flavored ones, Roll-Ups, Butterfinger, Jolly Rancher, and Mamba. And in the GOAT, in the Mount Rushmore of OTM Halloween candy, you got Reese's Pieces, or not Reese's Pieces, Reese's, Airheads, Sour Patch Kids, Laffy Taffy, Snickers, Gushers, Twix. I don't know why M&M got there. That's supposed to be in B.
That was a big
Peanut M&Ms, Starburst, and Charleston Chew. It is decided. Guys, that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that.
I think there could be maybe a few hot takes in that, but fair. I don't think it's very arguable, in my opinion, and it was fun.
I can't believe there's still 44 people watching. Guys,
Our
shout out to
conversation
everybody.
was too sweet.
Too sweet, brother. Joe Hendry left, by the way. It's just Mr. OTM now, as you can see, wearing a dress shirt. But it is that point of the show. Like I said, we were going to run a little late, but we had a blast doing this on Halloween. But we have to decide who the most valuable mark of OTM is. And boys, this might have been one of the harder ones to judge. But I think we have a unanimous decision, don't we?
We have had a great chat today.
Very good chat. Happy Halloween to all, but congratulations to our new MVM of the On the Mark Wrestling podcast. He's back, folks. It's time.
He's been missing for a while, but came back hot. So,
Dude,
very impressive.
Hot return. Got him going. Will he rocket up the card? The people are asking.
Hopefully he doesn't work next week. Do we have anything on the agenda for next week coming up? Big shows? Does anybody know?
No AEW.
Nothing in AEW.
Full Gear's the 23rd.
Yeah.
Survivor Series on the 30th. So a couple weeks, probably
Recap
Bloodline
weeks.
centric. Where are we heading? But yeah, looking forward to the show. Excitement, 7.5 to 8, actually.
Yeah, talking through it always gets me more excited. I'd probably say a 7 out of 10. Ian, where you sit on the excitement level?
I'm at like a 5.5 to 6. It's just I'm not engaged really. I haven't really been, so I can't really be looking forward to it.
You have no option. Yeah.
Yeah.
Visit.
I'll be watching. Yeah. At some point.
We'll all be watching. So if you guys want to get involved in our Crown Jewel predictions, bit.ly/crownjewel24. Oh, who's messing with the comments here?
Not me.
bit.ly/crownjewel24. If you want to see if you can dethrone me for that title, make sure you're following us at mainevent_net. A lot of good things going on over there at the network. Hopefully we can get a main event mixer going here sometime soon. And if you're interested in joining the network and contributing in any way, reach out to one of us or anybody involved in the network. Tuck, what's that code that you got to use this week to save some money at our website?
On the markwrestlingpodcast.com, enter code CROWN.
Crown.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's a good guess.
And Ian, if they scan that QR code right next to Tucky, what will happen?
Well, it's going to send you straight to the WWE merch website, and any purchases you make through that link, which everybody likes WWE merch, so buy it. That supports us directly, and we benefit, then the show benefits, and then you benefit. So anything that you make purchase-wise from the WWE shop, the official WWE shop, it's going to come right back at you in the form of content.
Well said, Ian. And if
Thank
you
you
guys like these tier lists, Ian and I had a part 1. If you want to see that part 2, just let us know. Go ahead.
Would not be opposed to a Sunday brunch mix or something. I don't know. Crown Jewel recap, hot takes. Where are we going? If
The Packers don't kick off till 3:30, so
I have declared that I'm not opposed.
All right. So if the junkies are still watching, or if anybody in the main event universe, which the Great Brown Hope is, there may be something happening Sunday morning. Like the Great Brown Hope said, help us get to 400 subscribers on YouTube. I believe right now we are at 356, and Tuck will give away a signed Rey Mysterio figure. What are you oohing about over there? Ooh. Happy birthday to the Great Brown Hope, everyone. Clap it up. Wish him a happy birthday. That guy is pumping out. Great Brown Hope's pumping out a lot of good blogs lately. He did one recently about Karrion Kross, and he also had one about ring announcers, specifically Samantha Irvin, to start off that piece. Great reads. So make sure you're following at mainevent_net. Tucky, why don't you send us home?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great time to be a wrestling fan. Get those predictions, contests submitted. Get your merch while you're at it. Enter code CROWN for 10% off. All the things, right? It's a great time to be a wrestling fan. November going to be a pretty good month of wrestling. AEW pay-per-views are usually pretty good. And we got Survivor Series. So life is good. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to the On the Mark Wrestling
Podcast.